Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 29th community call for Perpetual Protocol. It's really great to have you all here as always, and we're looking forward to this 29th edition of our call. And I'll introduce the guest today. Actually, last week we did not have Hannah with us, and I'm very sorry to say that once again, Hannah has not abandoned us, but she has some other duties she has to take care of, which are pretty important. So she won't be joining us this time with the call. So sorry to all the Hannah fans out there. You'll have to wait for 2 weeks from now. I promise she will be back. That said, we do have some other great guests. We have Leonie. Welcome back, Leonie.
Hi again.
And we have Houston as well.
Hey, everybody.
All right. And finally, last but not least, Andrew.
Hey, guys.
All right. This time we also do not have Yewen on the call. He'll be joining us again another time. All right. So let's get started. Let's see. Just share the screen for the newsletter. All right, can you guys see the share screen?
Looking good.
Awesome. Okay, so we have a bunch of things to go over this week, but there's not actually a huge amount of stuff, so it'll probably go pretty quickly. And the first sort of major thing we want to talk about this week is, the last, when was that? A few weeks ago, or maybe last month, we released some bots, open source bots, among which are the Maker bot and Perp Arbitrage bot. They're not like super easy to use just out of the box. So what we did was we held 2 workshops to introduce how they work. And those workshops are now available on our YouTube channel. So if you missed the workshop, go and check out the YouTube videos. Our team member, very long-term team member, over 3 years now, Waiting, was in charge of those workshops. If there's any questions, after watching the workshop that you might have, since it's not a live session, you can come to our Discord and let us know. We'll either get Waiting to answer, or if I can't answer, I will answer myself. I'm personally not like super familiar with how the bots work, but I do know the basics, so I'll be happy to help you out if you want to give those a try. Generally, they are fairly simple to run if you're not, they take some command line skills, but command line is a lot of fun in my opinion, so you should try it out. Don't be afraid. Dive in. All right. Let's see. Moving on. Highlights from the last sprint was that how to run the Perp Maker bot as well as the Perp Arbitrage bot. So we just covered that. Definitely check out those workshops. I was listening to it the other day, and it's pretty informative and interesting, and you can learn some stuff. But like I say, if you have questions, just come and let us know. All right, so moving on to marketing and partnerships, we have Diamond Protocol, Cash and Carry. Andrew, are you the one who knows about this?
Yeah. So we will be hearing about these basis vaults again. It's a pretty exciting time for them, mainly because of the volatility in the market. A lot of different projects are trying to find different ways to still make money. So basically what the Diamond Cash and Carry Vault does is it takes a delta neutral position and makes money off of our funding rate. So it holds positions on both our protocol as well as Uniswap, and automatically balances them, giving us the opportunity and traders the opportunity to do what could be very complex in trying to maintain a delta neutral strategy and have access to actually make money off of it. So it's in beta testing right now. We'll keep everybody updated there, but it's going to be an exciting opportunity in the volatile market.
Yeah, awesome. That's really great news. And always like to see those sort of lower risk options for people who aren't the crazy perp trader, stereotypical degen perp trader in the crypto space. This gives you an option for a slightly lower risk venture. And we recently saw DCOM as one as well. So it's great to see another player possibly entering the field soon. Looking forward to that. All right, so keep going. Recently we also had a bond voucher by a Solv protocol. So the bond is basically to raise funds for market making, and actually it filled up pretty quickly. So there's nothing you can really do to take advantage of this in the short term, but it's possible that we will do it sometime in the future. We don't have any plans right now, but if it goes well, we'll probably do it again. So you can look up for that in the future. All right, moving on, we have Galleon's basis yield ETH index. Who wants to tell us about
I can
that?
jump in again. So this one is actually already live on Optimism, which is exciting, but pretty similar in that it uses a basis yield. So it maintains, again, a delta neutral position and is trying to take advantage of those funding rates. It has back tested its strategy back in 2021 and received a 27% APY. So it is live. Highly recommend taking a deeper look at it and perhaps taking advantage of it.
Awesome, that sounds really cool. And Andrew, we're going to keep you busy here. I've got another one to ask you about. Can you bring us up to date on some of the recent grants?
Yeah, so our grant, just to update everyone on what the grant committee does, basically is it looks to fund projects that are, have exciting, ideas to build on top of Perp and on top of our protocol. So in general, we have different focuses, and right now our biggest focus is actually on these liquidity vaults and building different products in relation to liquidity providers. So, if you either know of a project that does something like that, or yourself are a developer and are interested in trying to, get into that space, this is a really great opportunity to apply for one of our grants. You can do it right on the website, but our big focus is moving forward is going to be on these liquidity vaults.
Awesome, thanks for that. Yeah, always pretty interesting to follow the grants and partnerships. And for sure, like if you have some idea or you're in touch with a team or part of the community of a team that you think could possibly integrate with Perpetual Protocol or build something for Perpetual Protocol and earn some grants, come to our Discord, get in touch. We'll be really happy to chat with you about it. All right, so moving on to the development coming up in the next sprint, so the next 2 weeks. I guess it's this week and next week. The limit orders are coming sooner and sooner every day. So we're really excited for this, and I have to say this coming soon is now sooner than ever. So yeah, really looking forward to that. But nothing really to share at this very moment, but definitely watch out for future announcements. It should be just around the corner. We've also got some more info about the veTokenomics, so the updated tokenomics that we've got coming out. Leonie, can you fill us in on that?
Yeah, sure. So we actually launched or released an article to give an intro to veTokenomics, how it works, the basic concept, as we are going to introduce VE Perp. And just to give a quick intro into what the article actually talks about. So for tokenomics, the question is, how do we align the incentives of token holders to be aligned with the long-term success of the protocol? And I think veTokenomics actually is a very interesting, or so far one of the most successful concepts to accomplish that. So VE actually stands for vote escrowed. And what you can do is you lock up your tokens for a specific amount of time, and you get benefits in return. Those can be boosted voting power, boosted rewards, and actually also earning a share of the protocol fees. And as you lock your tokens, it reduces the available supply and thereby selling pressure, which is good for the token. And you're also incentivized to think about the long-term participation and long-term growth of the protocol since your tokens are locked. So I think the article also talks about a bit about Curve, because it was the first to actually implement the veTokenomics. The implementation for Perp will be different, obviously, since it's a different mechanism and a different protocol. But I think in general, it's good to have it as a basis where it's coming from, what veTokenomics is all about. The article also addresses drawbacks and gives other examples. So I think it's a good starting point if you're not familiar with tokenomics, veTokenomics, to read it before we roll out our VE Perp.
Yeah, awesome. Really looking forward to that. And I'll just make two little quick notes. The first note, there's a new feature of this VE Perp system that's coming out, which will offer some interesting opportunities that the old system did not provide. So in the old system, it was like a completely, like you couldn't transact with the stake perp, or only you could control the perp really. And in the new system, there will be a new feature which allows tokens to be airdropped into your wallet that are and staked directly. So that's a pretty cool feature in my opinion. It can open up some interesting opportunities and like interesting functions. So if we want to, give out perp or have some sort of special program going on, we can just have that locked perp directly added to your wallet if you're already staking. So I think that's pretty cool. And finally, I'll just want to give an apology. Recently, we had sort of a miscommunication where there was an announcement made about this new staking system going live, or how to start migrating. It will eventually be a migration. That announcement was not complete and the details aren't like fully confirmed yet. So anybody who saw the announcement, please just sit tight. You can just leave your perp in the old staking system for now. There will be another announcement coming up soon to let you know what to do and the steps going forward. So just thought I'd give a little apology there on behalf of the team. All right. So moving on,
I'll just chime in really quickly again, just to shout out that article, because if you ever try to figure out what VE Perp means and it sounds too sophisticated, then this article is really, really good. So just again, shout out to the to Jamie who wrote the article. Very accessible article. So if you ever you're on the fence or should I really learn about VE Perp? It sounds too complicated. Really good article to get your feet wet. So yeah, shout out to Jamie who created that article.
Yeah, really awesome.
It's intimidating. It's intimidating. It's a bit scary.
It really is. Like before we started using, we started working on the system ourselves, I always heard about, Curve and VE tokens and Curve wars. And I thought, oh God, that's just a part of DeFi I'm just not going to bother with really. But now that I understand it a bit better, I realized, okay, it's actually manageable. And that article from Jamie really helped. So yeah, thanks to our amazing marketing team and our writer, Jamie, who did a great job.
Yeah, kudos.
Okay, so we've got actually, if you're based in Europe, there's some great news on the conferences front. And I'll, let's see, I think I'll start off with Leonie, right?
Yeah, because I will be in ETH Barcelona together with Xiaoku or TSK, one of our smart contract devs. And he's actually giving a talk on clean smart contract practices. So I think it's particularly interesting for Solidity devs, but anyone that's interested can come by and listen. It's going to take place next Wednesday at 12:20 local time, but there will be a live stream, I heard today. So I'm sure we will share the link around. So if anyone's interested, anyone can listen in. But if you're in Barcelona, definitely come say hi. We will have a booth at the venue. And we also have some awesome stickers. So you should definitely come by, say hi, grab some stickers.
Yeah, I saw the designs for those stickers. They're definitely awesome. I want to go to
Barcelona. I love
it. All right. Will we have any stickers for our other event, Andrew?
So I was about to say, I'm not sure, but I think it's necessary. So I'm just going to come out and say we will also have stickers at ETH CC in Paris. I think it's the 19th of July it starts, or maybe the 18th, whichever that Tuesday is. But we will have a number of members from our team there. We're really excited. We're also going to be co-hosting a party, which the details will be announced. But I saw some plans of it before, and I think I saw 2 open bars. I saw a big networking session as well as a DJ for it. So I would say if you're in the area or interested, there's going to be a ton of really great speakers there, as well as a strong presence from our team.
And regarding merch, there will be a t-shirt given out at the party.
Great.
Paris themed.
All right, looking forward to that. Although personally, I won't be there, unfortunately. I'm still working on my travel plans for later in the year, but haven't managed to get it together quite yet. But looking forward to that. Yeah, so those 2 events sound really great. I would recommend anybody, if you're in the area or able to make it, or if you're planning to go already, definitely find our team members, give give them a shout. And if you want to figure out like how to connect with us, just come to our Discord. You can ask about it. We'll be happy to give you some details. All right, so moving on to team and ecosystem updates. Yeah, so we have officially updated on the basis of a snapshot vote from a little while ago now. I think it might have been last month. Originally, the fees from the perpetual protocol were divided 90-10. So 90% went to LPs or makers, and 10% went to the insurance fund. And after a proposal was made in our governance forum, it was decided, well, there was a vote and there was several options, you know, like 50-50 or 80-20. Actually, I forget what the options were, but there were several options, and finally the option that was chosen was the 80-20 split. So that means that 80% of fees will go to liquidity providers and 20% will go to the insurance fund. And the sort of bigger goal for this is that the insurance fund will have more funds. And also the plan is that the insurance fund will have a threshold after which it will start to overflow, and those fees will overflow into treasury. And the treasury will be split 50-50. So 50% of that treasury from the overflow will be given to perp stakers, and 50% will remain in the treasury for the DAO to decide what to do with. So there could be future votes to decide what to do with those funds. And I have to say, recently, there's been quite a bit of interesting activity on our governance forum. So, you know, if you don't know about the governance forum, it's gov.perp.fi. So you can go and take a look. There's discussion about tokenomics, discussions about different proposals, discussions about like V1, which is our, you know, the previous version of the protocol, how that's being handled. There's a lot of interesting things going on. So definitely check that out. One thing in particular I want to mention, because it's related to the community, is we're actually working on a proposal to launch a community DAO. So this would be a sub DAO of perpetual, the sort of bigger perpetual DAO. And it would fund community related initiatives, like, for example, the Perp Evangelist program, which you might have heard of, or maybe you're a part of. If you're not a part of, you can definitely check that out. And we're actually, we've opened it up to the broader community at this point, if you want to join and get involved in a bigger way than just being a regular community member. And there's a bunch of other initiatives that we're planning as well, and that will be funded by this community DAO. So definitely go to that governance forum and check it out. Check out our proposal. If you think there's, you know, suggestions or comments you want to make, just let us know. You can just make a comment there, and we'll be really glad to hear from you. Okay, so move on to the final segment here, which is our monthly grants update. Although I think maybe we might have updated that already. Andrew, do you have anything more to add?
Yeah, I actually wanted to take a second to shout out another partnership, which is very close to launching. It's with Atlantis World. They're finishing up their integration. This had been a group that we had partnered with a while back, a number of months ago. And so basically what you'll be able to do is, if you're in Atlantis World, you can bring your Web3 character and enter into our perpetual protocol building. And when you enter in, you'll be able to directly trade on our platform inside the building. It'll be fully integrated, which I found to be pretty cool. And I plan on trying to bring my Web3 character in there and yeah, make a lot of money.
So it's kind of like a metaverse for trading perps.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they'll have other things in the world, but we'll have our building and you'll be able to interact directly on our platform with it. So I figured it was worth the shout out.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the, I think it's one of the first partnerships that we had from, they've been working on that for a while. So that's pretty exciting. Mm-hmm. I do want to note though, when Andrew says make a lot of money, this is for experts. Andrew, you know, he's an expert, and don't try this at home. not financial advice. So just to get that out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself an expert. I would probably be, but that's okay.
I saw some screenshots from it, and definitely looks pretty cool, I have to say. I'm not like a big metaverse enthusiast, but this one is looking pretty cool. And I think, you know, metaverse sounds like just sort of like a chat room. That's my impression. But now there's something you can actually do. You can go, and there's a, you know, building where you can go and trade perps. So it's sort of like a perp office. You can actually, yeah, just show up and start trading. So that's pretty cool. All right, well, that brings us to the end of the news section of the community call. So I guess I'll go ahead and ask Houston to get the OAT started.
Yeah, so let me drop the off on the OAT. So in a few moments, we're going to open it up for the OAT drop. So how it's going to work is that you're going to have to join our Discord. So I think a lot of folks here are probably already in our Discord, but what I'm going to do now, just in a few moments, I'm going to open up a channel on Discord, and that channel is going to be called NFT Whitelist. You're going to find it under the community call category, and that channel will be open for the rest of our call. So during that time, all you got to do is just drop your wallet address. So please only drop one wallet address. If we do find any dupes, unfortunately, we're going to have to remove the entries because you don't want to have duplicate OAT claims. And that makes my life a little bit more harder as well. So try to keep it to one submission only. And you know what? You only have to type it in once. That's the beauty of the internet and computers, is that once you type something in one time, it stays there forever. So you don't have to worry about me missing it in case, so you don't have to type the same address in 5 times.
I don't know, are you sure about that, Houston? Sometimes I type things in one time and no one sees it. So I assume I have to keep typing it.
Yeah, no, that's the beauty of technology. It just stays there. So and it gets recorded. So this idea is, so that's the what we're gonna do. And once I collect the list, that'll be the whitelist, and then you can claim it tomorrow. So join our Discord tomorrow. We're gonna announce it in the community news section when it's ready. There'll be a link. You can click on it. Your whitelisted address will allow you to then claim that beautiful OAT, one of a kind, that our designer Green made, which they're usually fantastic art. So I'll do now, and just be aware that if you do care about privacy, then make sure that you're using a different wallet address from what you're usually transacting in. So I'm going to go ahead now and click on the channel. So in a few moments here, you will see a channel in our Discord. So come to our Discord, and I'm sure our Discord. If not, we can drop the Discord room in the channel in the YouTube chat. But you can now see the the NFT whitelist channel once I get under the community call category. And we're going to leave it open now for you to drop in your addresses for the rest of the call. So you probably have about 5 or 10 minutes to drop in your addresses. And yeah, come back tomorrow in our Discord to claim your OAT. Simple as that.
Awesome. Thanks, Houston, our OAT master.
I like that.
I'm a big fan of oats.
I'm
a big fan of the oats myself. I eat it every day for breakfast. So yeah, get those oats. Good for your cholesterol, apparently. All right. Okay, so we'll open up the floor for questions. If anyone has questions you'd like to ask, you can ask us any questions, and we'll do our best to reply. I haven't seen any questions yet. We normally do get a few before the Q&A session starts, but not today. Let's see. One guy asked how to claim the OAT, so we've gone over that. All right. So while we're waiting for questions, I'm sort of curious. The ETH Barcelona thing starts. When is that starting? Next week or this weekend?
It starts next Wednesday, and then it goes on until Friday. And as far as I know, then there's another hackathon called Barcelona Hack over the weekend.
Awesome. That sounds pretty cool. So is this your first trip to Spain, Leonie? I assume not.
No, I have been to Spain. I mean, in Europe, everything's pretty close together. So I've been to Spain before. I've been to Barcelona before, but I really like the city. So I'm looking forward to being back. And also really looking forward to meet TSK and listen to his talk. And I already checked the other speakers. I think there's going to be really interesting talks, and looking forward to just network with people from the space.
Awesome. Yeah, TSK is a really great guy. I know him well. He joined just like maybe a week or two before me, so almost 3 years ago. And yeah, we've hung out a little bit outside of work as well. He's a great guy, so should be good to meet him.
Yeah, I think one team of our grantees, Voucher, is also based in Barcelona, so we might meet up with them. Looking forward to that as well. But I have a bit of FOMO of missing Paris. But I guess Andrew can talk more about that.
Well, Andrew, are you in France right now?
Yeah, I am in France still, but I'm not in Paris. I'm down in South France. But I'm very much looking forward to. I haven't been to Paris in maybe 5 years, so I'm quite excited to get back to the city.
Well, sounds like fun. Well, Spain and France are two places I've never been. The only place I've been in Europe is Italy, actually, and that was like, oh man, over 20 years ago. So time to get back. I think in the second half of the year, I'll try and make a trip to Europe, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, I wish I could go. The food in
Well,
Spain is
we'll come
always
and visit
amazing.
you, Houston.
Yeah, you can come visit me. I'm in Canada. Yeah, just don't come during
Oh,
winter.
Canada?
Of
Oh, I
course.
don't know.
Yeah, Carnival Canada. That's not fun enough.
Yeah. I'm joking. I'm from Canada too, in case anyone's wondering. So
There's a common
Yes.
feud between Houston and Lee.
There's a link.
that's right. We have a pretty funny comment from Baron Wizard who says, is this High Protocol? I think maybe, yeah, we could, if we changed our name to High Protocol, we could get a lot more users maybe. There's like 1 million people in the chat who said hi today. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure none of them are bots. That I'm pretty sure of.
Yeah, all organic people for sure. Yeah, it must
Yeah,
be.
that's right.
Just very
Free-
friendly.
Yeah.
It's a very friendly crew today. Yeah.
We do have finally one question. Do you have your project plan for add more crypto networks? This is a great question and also kind of a recurring question. Right now, we do not have any plans to expand to other networks, but it's definitely possible. Our goal really is to move to where the liquidity is going. And right now we are pretty confident that liquidity is moving towards optimism. We think optimism is like a really major next step for Ethereum. And definitely in terms of like the high performance that we need to run a perpetual contract platform, optimism is really the place to be right now. So we'll see. I mean, there's lots of development going on, like what's it called? Oh no, Polygon. I kept thinking Matic. I've been doing this for too long. All right, so Polygon, I noticed recently announced they had a ZK rollup that they're working on and maybe going to be launching soon. So who knows? If liquidity starts to move in that direction, maybe something that we look into. But we don't have any plans at this time. All right, we have another question from Yogesh Goyal. Sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. When native token? That's a really great question. So guys, when's our native token coming in?
I think it's a secret, right?
It's a trick question. Our native token is out already. Actually, you can, it's called Perp and it's available at, well, I would buy on Uniswap, but it's available in a lot of places. So yeah, check it out. You can check it out on CoinGecko to see what markets offer the Perp token. That's PERP. But definitely before you buy any token, you should understand more about the project and like what it's about, what are the risks involved, what are the tokenomics. And our tokenomics received an update recently. So if you're interested in the direction of that update, I would recommend checking out our governance forum. That's gov.perp.fi. We've been really pushing that today, but we want to try and get more people looking at that and participating in the governance to help our platform move forward in the best possible direction.
Totally. Governance is part of community, right? So it's so important. I think we don't stress it enough that it's not sometimes the sexier side of DeFi, but this is what DeFi is about, is the Ds, not just for decentralized, but also, the Ds also for, the kind of the democracy of things. So people can go to the governance section and play a role.
That is true. Although I think some people would argue that it's democracy, but yeah, we won't get into that.
I need a beer first before we go there.
All right, we have one person, Hamoon, who claims he's one of the organic people. So Hamoon, big shout out. Thanks for joining us. We have at least one confirmed organic person. Baron Wizard is very enthusiastic about perpetual protocol on Polygon. So yeah, thanks. We're always, keeping our eye on these different protocols to see, which of them, like what's going on with them and what kind of things they're developing. So yeah, Polygon is definitely still a possibility. I also will remind everyone that if you have funds on Polygon and you want to trade on Perpetual Protocol, it's just a hop away or a connects away. You can just bridge over. It's pretty quick and pretty cheap, and you can get your funds over, do the trades you need to do, move your funds back. It's actually pretty seamless these days. So I'd recommend trying that out.
So just a question, Lee. So I'm
Yeah.
sure you know this. So if people don't want to incur the L1 fees and they want to buy Perp tokens, you said check on CoinGecko for other exchanges, but I guess there's many places which Perp is listed on an L2. So that if they do want to buy Perp, they can go on Uniswap on other L2s that are maybe or other dexes that are they can buy Perp, right?
Yeah, I think in terms of liquidity, the best place would be Uniswap on Optimism.
There you go.
That's probably where, as far as I'm aware anyway, there's a lot of liquidity on there. Other platforms like BSC, Polygon, yeah, I'm not sure there's any liquidity at all really. Gnosis Chain. So basically all the liquidity, as far as I'm aware, is either on Ethereum mainnet or Optimism. So if you want to save on fees, Optimism is definitely a place to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, good answer.
Just make a comment here. See if we have any last minute questions. Check out things on Discord, see what's happening. So there's no questions in the AMA question. I noticed there's a bunch of people who put their address in the AMA questions. Don't do that. We won't check those. But the NFT whitelist channel looks like it's getting a lot of activity. Those OAT enthusiasts, I can see they're piling in there. All right. Well, we don't seem to have any further questions, and yeah, so we might just wrap it up. If you think of questions after this call, or if you're watching the recording, of course, come to our Discord. We're happy to answer any questions you have. It's one of our goals for the next quarter to increase our question answering ability and make sure all the questions get answered. We really think that's an important part of our protocol, especially for a slightly more complicated project like Perpetual Protocol. We're really into answering all the questions we can. So definitely come and chat with us. Really happy to talk with you anytime. Yeah, so I guess we'll wrap it up. Thanks for joining us, Leonie, Houston, and Andrew. Really great to see you all. And thanks to all the audience members as well. Always great to have you with us, and looking forward to the next call in 2 weeks.
Thanks, everybody.
Great.
Take
See you
care.
guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye for now. All right, we are